I'm your host, Mona J, Center of Attention, and you are now tuned into Spotlight in the City. We're here live at the Georgia World Congress Center for the 4th annual Beach Bling Fashion Show.
We're now in the building with you and I.
Spotlight in the City. Turn down for what? Spotlight in the City. Turn down for what?
Tune in to Spotlight in the City.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Spotlight in the City.
Man, you ain't doing nothing if you Spotlight in the City. Man, you ain't doing nothing if you
Spotlight in the City.
Man, you ain't doing nothing if you watch
The Spotlight in the City.
Hey.
I'm your host, Mona J, Center of Attention, here with Spotlight in the City, live at the Georgia World Congress Center with Miss Diva Day International herself in the flesh, Miss Lovely Sexual, Ms.Nickee. How are you doing?
I am excellent. How are you?
I am good. I am good. You looking good.
Thank you. I am wearing Violet Rose 78. Yes, Natasha Harvey. I'll get into them teeth.
You already, she said it all. Violet Rose is in the building.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit of your involvement with the Beach Bling for this year, for 2014.
My involvement with Beach Bling this year was my company is Diva Day International, and Mr. Alton McCullough selected me to handle the hair and makeup glam squad. So we brought in the team to beat down over 100 girls and, you know, help run the back and, you know, go ham for Alton.
Hey, that's what's up. So makeup and hair for 100 women.
Yeah.
How did that go? What was it? Any chaos? How did it flow naturally?
The thing about it is, it was not a lot of chaos at all, and that's because we had some dedicated people from our standard DDI Glam Squad to Empire Beauty School, Paul Mitchell Beauty School, Mary Kay.
The experts.
The experts came out, and we had a lot of people to finish. We started like at 10 o'clock in the morning, and by the time 4 o'clock came, they did it. And you know, my people fly in. I got people that came in from Kansas, from Florida, from Tennessee, because they believe in Beach Bling and they believe in Alton McCullough and his mission to show you classy, beautiful, chic, phenomenal divas. Bam, get your teeth, honey.
I am here with the man himself, the man behind the 2014 Beach Bling fashion event, Mr. Alton. How are you doing?
I am fine. How are you?
You're looking good. You looking fashionably in that red jacket.
Michelle, I'm gonna put you on the runway.
Yeah, put me on the runway. You know I host events, so you know next year I wanna be able to be on the stage and host events.
I had a couple of models and hosts on the runway, so yeah.
And I loved it, every bit of the show from start to finish. You had actually 12 designers, correct?
Yes. We usually go with 10, but I had several designers that I've worked with for the past 3 or 4 years. And so they kind of know my style. They know how I like to do a show presentation. And so we've all kind of become good friends. They mentor me. I learn a lot from them, and they learn a lot from me. So
are you actually a designer yourself, or you just how long have you been designing?
I've been designing, well, actually I'm an interior designer, and I started designing swimwear 5 years ago. And actually one of the designers here taught me how to sew. So I know anything about sewing, don't know anything about fabrics.
You know you got to pay it forward, right? You got to teach me how to sew now.
Oh. Well, a lot of people ask me to do that, and you know, but I'm good at putting on shows, and of course,
excellent job.
Well, thank you.
Well, you definitely, 4 shows later, you definitely came a long way. I mean, I am ready to go to the beach tomorrow, so let's plan a trip to South Beach. I'm excited about this show. Let's hang out. Yes, I'm here with the man himself. You heard it first from Mr. Alton himself, the designer, the man behind the scene. He brought out the vendors, the sponsors, the models, the designers, the makeup artists, the fashion stylists.
I definitely thank all these fantastic vendors and Mary Kay and all my sponsors. This is actually a new home for us here at the Georgia World Congress Center. And so we kind of were like taking a chance to see how it would go. And
it went wonderful.
Fantastic, yeah.
Fantastic.
So I'm very happy.
Well, I can't wait to attend and come back next year.
Okay.
All right?
We're going to get you on the runway.
Let's. I'll practice this year to be ready for next year.
Okay.
Again, I'm your host, Mona J, center of attention, here with Mr. Alton himself, the man behind the Lime Beach Bling. I am here with Miss Dawn.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Dawn Angela Mickens. I'm doing well. Thank you. It's been a fabulous evening.
You did. So you was actually rocking the runway, but you are an author as well.
I am an author as well. Timeless Rebel, empowered to become a model at 43. Yes, ma'am. I am that.
So tell us more about Timeless Rebel.
Okay, Timeless Rebel is a book about my journey, finding myself in a place of self-doubt, just discombobulated and not knowing what I wanted to do after I found myself unemployed at 43. So I basically backtracked, took a look at myself, found myself going back into the modeling industry and acting, which I started before life took over and the kids took over. So yeah, so I backtracked back to that, and this is just my journey, and it's a purposeful book. It's inspirational for other women. You know, it doesn't matter the age, but it's just an inspirational journey.
And it definitely, a lot of us have been through that journey. I've been unemployed, homeless, sleeping in the car. Yeah. So your book not only will touch me, it'll touch others, because you never know, your story can inspire somebody else to say, you too can come out of it. And like you said, no matter the age, you can write a book, you can be a model, you can be a mother, you can do whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
So tell everyone where they can reach you and where they can find your book.
Okay, they can reach me at www.dawnangelamickens.com. The book can be found there, and it can also be found, Timeless Rebel, Empowered to Become a Model, on Amazon.
All right, you heard it first right here from Ms. Dawn herself. You have tuned in live to Spotlight in the City with your host, Mona J.